time here.
This is take the lead.
It's Tatum.
Mitch.
Robinson's on. Tatum maneuvering.
Take note.
Big Beach.
We're here.
My man, Alex.
It's different this time.
What's up, guys? Hello.
Hi, son.
Oh, baby.
What day is today?
Oh, it's
What
2
day
and
is
0.
today?
2 and 0.
I'm in
Boston.
I'm in disbelief. And wow, what an ending. I was mad at Mikal all game. Why?
Fourth quarter, Mikal,
He
baby.
ain't scoring no points. But let me tell you, this shows up when it's time to show up and plays defense and gives us those last minute buckets and gives us those his aggression, like you know what it is? It takes him the whole game
to build up
to get to the fourth quarter to then have that like rah moment, like the Hulk comes out in the fourth quarter. Oh my goodness, 91-90. We just beat Boston 2-0 in the second round of the playoffs, game 2 in Boston. This is unbelievable, but we knew our Knicks could do it, man.
It's funny, right?
We knew our Knicks could do it.
We went down 20, right? I think, didn't you say?
That's cool. That's all
you,
right.
I think you said we're waiting till we're down 20.
Yep.
And they did it again. You know why this win is so satisfying? You know, if you're a Knicks fan, people like to try to say big market bias. No one is ever rooting for us. They downplay our players. They never give us the just due. If you listen to NBA media and Celtics fans over the past week, even since we won game 1, all the talk, we missed all those threes, it won't happen again. Oh, the Knicks are trash, they got lucky, that's the only win they're gonna get. Now look at them, down 2-0. And you know what? Listen, I told you this, even when we were losing, I'm like, yo, we in this game. Like, this doesn't look scary. This looks winnable. The whole series looks winnable. I said even before we got to the fourth quarter, I was like, yo, we're down, we're not playing well, the refs have been kind of on us. But this is giving me more proof that we can win this series than even game 1.
Well, here's how I feel, actually. I think as long as we can keep any game within at
Facts.
this point now under 20, right? As long as we can keep not a crazy lead, that the other team has a crazy lead, there's always going to be an opportunity for us to come back up because the game changes so quickly from second to second.
And we play how we play.
And I and I've told you this before, I almost like, and I don't like us having to play from behind because that's annoying, right? But if you think about it psychologically, playing from behind makes the other team feel like they got the advantage. Look at that game last night with Indiana, right? They definitely thought that Cleveland definitely thought, I forget how many minutes it was, but they definitely thought they had a 12-point lead. It was like, we got this.
Yeah.
It gives you a false sense of confidence. And then the other team can come in and slip in behind. And
that's who we are.
And that's what's been going on. So I'm actually okay to keep the game somewhat close. Actually, towards the end of the game, I said to you, I don't even care if we win or lose because meaning the people can't really give us shit if it's a 1-point game.
Yeah, watch. They're gonna do something. Listen, the Celtics still shot. The Celtics still ended up shooting.
Whatever. Surprise number 2.
Hey, right?
Surprise number 2.
The Celtics still shot 25% from deep tonight, so they're gonna say it happened twice.
They're gonna switch up.
But you know what? They're not acknowledging that what we're doing inside, right? Like Celtics started this game, they started going to the rim. They started to try to vary it a bit much. You had the foul calls, which I thought slowed us down a bit. There was some ticky-tack stuff I didn't like. Is what it is. That's the playoffs. We got to get used to it. Brunson was cold. Shout out to Josh Hart. Because Josh Hart, always hustling, always making plays. But Josh Hart was our leading scorer tonight. 23 points. And he had a ton of threes that we needed when we didn't have momentum. No one could get it going.
That's crazy that Josh Hart is the one to give us the 23 points.
But that's Josh Hart. What do you need?
But here it goes again.
Yeah.
You have to have a team where several players can score in the 20s. And it's not always going to be the same players every night. So I like that we have amongst that, group of 10, 15, whatever players, that everyone can score.
Well, we got 5 guys.
No, meaning...
Just tonight. I got just 2,
right, so meaning the bench and whatever. But really saying that, some guys are going to have hot nights and some guys are going to have cold nights, and it's going to change and differ from night to night. So everyone's going to need to know when to step up.
And again,
New York, stand up. Here we are.
Nah, this is, I'm like, it's hard to not get emotional. Listen, we were up 2-0 last year against the Pacers, so we got work to do still. Job's not done, as Kobe would say. However, Cat tonight, first quarter, making things happen, getting in the post, getting fouled, right? I thought he was going to have an even bigger night.
Right.
Got a little bit slowed down at times. There's some plays where I thought he put the ball on the floor. He didn't need to. Still 21 points for Cat. Brunson, not a good game, but late in the game, hit the 2 clutch free throws, right? Hit the big 3.
Clutch player, that's all we need
and got the layup, right? And got the layup as well.
That's all we need from him.
So Brunson did what he had to do. Bridges, we'll talk about him in a second. OG, I hate great defense again. Listen, when Boston are coming off screens and deciding, we play drop a lot. We were switching more in the first game. Tonight we play a little bit more drop at times, and we were back to switching, which I liked. But what you're seeing with OG and Bridges, what they're doing in the paint and in the center of the court, they're constantly hedging. They're grabbing, they're reaching for the ball.
Right.
They're just making things harder, even on that last possession, where Bridges makes the incredible play. Tatum gets into the corner, he's surrounded by a couple guys. Bridges comes in, gets the ball. So,
I mean, that won us the game.
That won us the game. 2 games in a row, Mikhail. And the thing is, when we brought these guys in, we call them wing stop. The point was they're going to stop the wings of Boston Celtics, and that's what they've been doing.
Yes.
Right? Bridges, fourth quarter, starts hitting his shot. All series long, he'd been horrible. I think 4 for 20-something. And the thing is, Bridges is missing shots he's made all season long. That mid-range shot is his bread and butter. He did it on Christmas Day when he had that crazy game, scoring in the 40s. That's Mikhail Bridges' game. So watching him miss those shots was tough. Fourth quarter came, we ran some plays for him, and he got comfortable. He hit a big 3. Makes the play at the end. Screw them picks, man.
Let me ask you something.
Send more picks.
Let me ask you something. Tibbs has got criticism throughout the season,
Ooh.
letting these guys play
Talk about it.
for so many minutes, right? They're playing too many minutes.
It was 70.
They need to rest the guys and so on.
Yeah.
However, what I'm seeing now is that our guys are accustomed to playing all of these long minutes
and clutch games.
And clutch games.
Yep.
And the other team is not. So it's almost like the other team is getting tired.
Boston been blowing out teams, sitting on the bench, having fun. I'll tell you this. We had so many games this season where I was so angry. We were playing teams that weren't as good as us, and the game was tight. All season long, I've been saying, if you are a Knick fan, you're getting value for money. There's always talk about the NBA regular season doesn't mean anything. But the Knicks were in close games no matter who they played.
Yep.
They played a great team. Oh, we played a really good team. We weren't playing that well. But we played big teams, tight game, we won late. Bad teams, it was close no matter what.
Right.
We played terrible teams, it would be close. I remember we had games against the Wizards where Brunson had to score late. So the fact that we've been in all these close games, even when in the regular season I felt we shouldn't have been, prepared us for this moment, as you said. And now it comes down to crunch time. We know what to do. We know our rotations. We're playing hard. And Boston, I'm telling you, I could feel the arrogance coming from their fans, coming from the media people, coming from their players. They didn't respect us. They didn't think this was going to be shit. And we punched them in the mouth twice in Boston, but we got to come home now and take care of business.
And is this playoff Knicks? Because one of the things we talk about during the season is that when the playoffs come, you got to step your game up and play a different level of basketball. And you said to me all season, because remember all season, we didn't beat any of the really good teams.
Right.
That was a criticism against us also. Oh, yeah, the Knicks are 150, but yeah, they haven't really played well against any of the big teams. Actually, against the Boston Celtics, we didn't win any games. We were 0-4. So, I think that we did step up, and we are now seeing this team playing Knicks playoff basketball. I'm here for it. You're here for it. So we have tickets for Saturday's game. Woo. I don't know what that arena is going to be.
That is going to be a zoo.
But Terrence says to me that game is going to be the biggest game that we have played since the 1999 Eastern Conference?
NBA Finals. I think I'll tell you why. We were down to the Spurs, came back to the Garden in 99 when I was a kid. Yeah, we got to 7 against the Pacers last year, right? And that was obviously a big game at home.
And we were broken
down. But we were broken down.
Josh was
we were hanging on. Yeah. Up against the reigning champs. Again, no team has taken Boston to Game 6 yet.
And
we're
we are now
team
100%
to take this Boston
Game
team
6.
since last year. They're now 20-6 in the playoffs. 2 of those losses are against us.
Woo!
Right? And the Knicks 5-0 on the road as well. They're digging in. They're making things happen. They're playing for each other. And like you said, they're healthy. They're fit. All season long, I just felt like, I didn't love some of what we were doing on the court sometimes, but I felt like the talent is there.
Yeah.
There are other years where I felt like if we play really hard, we could win, but I didn't think we had the players for it.
Right.
We have the players for it.
Right.
They just didn't do it all the time because they were saving it for now. right? So you get to a big game. It's 48 minutes. You got to play between the lines. All the other stuff doesn't count. And we locked in twice in Boston. And listen, if this Garden crowd on Saturday, I'm telling you, it's gonna be insane. If we could just really give the team a boost.
However, the Garden crowd here in New York is gonna have a lot of Boston fans also.
Yeah, but it's gonna be,
which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Hey, you know what? To be honest, why not? Right? Why not? It's gonna be the whole vibe is gonna be crazy. Knicks got a chance to go up 3-0, baby. 3-0. Let's go, Knicks. Listen, enjoy this. We've been in the trenches for decades. We've watched so many games. You guys have been here with us. You've been watching the Knicks, watching us drop in the draft, watching, we're supposed to get KD and Kyrie. All the BS has happened over the 20 years,
we
right?
Built the team exactly how I always wanted to build it. I didn't want a superstar. I wanted us to make our own superstar here.
Captain Clutch.
Yes, but Jalen
was good. Jalen
became a star here. And you said this before the games. I'm just going to say it before the show, actually. Big ups to Leon Rose.
Big ups to Leon Rose, baby.
People don't talk about him at all, but he put this team together. He put the team together, and he built the team for where we are right now.
Last thing, real quick before we get out of here. Shout out to Tibbs.
Oh, I want to listen to these guys.
Shout out to Tibbs. They're doing the post game now. Shout out to Tibbs. Tibbs gets a lot of criticism. I've been there too. He's making adjustments. He's making things happen. We're staying locked in. What I love about these guys is they don't look. We're celebrating at the end of the game, of course.
Yeah.
But we're not looking like, we got it nice. They're in these post-game interviews.
We're not looking cocky.
Locked in.
Yeah, we're not looking cocky.
Right? Boston's a good team, right? Are we going to sweep them? I don't think so. So I'm being honest. There's going to be a series is a series for a reason.
It's a series.
But we're right there. Let's go Knicks.
Peace.